by the presidency. And nowadays, just to let you know that whenever the president is on a foreign mission, he always asks, what is it that we are going to bring back home? And what we are going to bring back home is if we open up markets for more of our products, if we attract more investment in our various sectors. And these sectors, coffee is key among them. So as foreign affairs in our economic diplomacy, we work towards promoting our Kenyan produce, tea, coffee, fruits, vegetables, and everything else. From my department, which I head, I'm the Director for Economic Affairs and Commercial Diplomacy, I work with all ministries and state departments to promote what they produce and to attract investment. And of course, as the moderator has said, Kenya has got around 60 missions outside there. We consider these missions as the first point of marketing and promotion of Kenyan products. And as it has been said, we have commercial attaches outside there in most of our missions. But there's a point we need to note. There is one thing having a commercial or a trade attaché outside there. There is another thing facilitating them and enabling them to do what they are supposed to do. And that is the first point of my discussion, if I were to say. Promotion of coffee is very important. You cannot have the best coffee from Kiambu, from Meru, or from anywhere in Kenya. You must let people know about it. The challenge we have, most of our missions do not have promotional material for the coffee that we produce, for the best coffee that everybody knows. When you go outside there, everybody knows Kenya has the best coffee. But where is it? You'll rarely get it in many shelves outside there. Our missions, our trade attaches, they are there, but most of them, when you ask them, they always ask me, they want promotional coffee, they want promotional tea. We need to invest in providing or supporting the promotional activities of our missions. Of course, as the moderator said, the commercial and trade attaches, they work under the purview of the ambassadors and high commissioners. We need to do everything possible to empower our officers outside there to do the promotion. It is not, from the point of foreign affairs, it is not just our missions outside there. We have easy access to other missions based in Kenya, or even where we don't have missions, foreign affairs has a way of reaching out to those markets. We need to work very closely with the relevant ministries and even with the private sector. That is part of our role, to make sure that we reach out as much as possible. The second point beyond promotion is what the CS has mentioned, the issue of value addition and value chain development. Most of the time, we just have Kenyan coffee. If you get it in Korea, it's one of the markets that our coffee is very visible. In fact, 2 months ago, I was in Korea and I could see Kiambu coffee, Nyeri coffee, Baringo coffee, and it's very well presented. But one thing we need to know is that we need to present our coffee outside there in a form and manner that can be attractive to the consumers. We should know what the Japanese market likes, how they would like their coffee to be packaged, how the Asian market likes it, how the European market likes it, how the American market likes it. Not any market is the same. And if we make a mistake of going with the coffee that we went with to the Middle East, to Europe, I think we shall be making a mistake. 3 weeks ago, we were in Israel. When I asked for promotional materials, I was given promotional materials, but when I looked at them, these are materials which had been used in the Arab world. We could not even use them because the Israel market is not incongruent with the Arab market. They wouldn't like to know that we are promoting to them the same thing we promoted in another market. So the value addition aspect, to make sure that we target markets appropriately according to their taste and need, is very important. And the issue of value chain development. From coffee, people make confectionaries, people make beauty products, but most of the time, our coffee goes out in bulk, or if it is packaged, it's just the basic coffee we think everybody wants to drink coffee. Why can't we earn more, plan to earn more from coffee by enhancing the value chain, other products that can come from the same? The third thing I would like to mention from the foreign affairs point of view is about sustainability. When I talk to our colleagues who are helping us market and promote our products outside there, most of our supply chains are very short-lived. In the east coast of the US, there is a Kenyan who got a contract with one of the coffee chains. He was to be supplying 4 containers every week, or every month, not every week. It was only supplied once. The next month, they could not supply. How can we make sure that the issue of sustainability of our supply chains are sustained? Because when the Kenyan lost that, the Ethiopian took it and has been running it for the last 10 or so years. Of course, it's one good thing the Cabinet Secretary has said we are going to open warehouses in strategic places. That is very good. And let's make sure that the supply to those warehouses will be sustained so that when somebody has tested the Kenyan coffee and wants to get more, it is readily available. And from the foreign affairs point of view, we are ready to work with all the stakeholders in the coffee subsector to make sure that we benefit to the maximum. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. A round of applause to Ambassador Matwanga. And as you can see, this is the value chain in practice. And this is really what we want to strengthen and institutionalize. Thank you very much, Ambassador, for those comments. 2 things, maybe in this panel or even in subsequent panels, that we will need to talk about is how we ensure that we do not get the pain from having to look for the pain in as far as the scarcity of dollars when it comes to sale transactions abroad. It's hurting us in tea, it's hurting us in coffee, and many other commodities. This is something that we'll really have to think through. Maybe there's a panel coming after this that will be looking at that. And as we move ahead, I would like now to invite Honorable Senator Njeru Ndwiga, who's former senator for Embu, but is somebody who is well known and fondly remembered for issues concerning coffee reforms. And for him, I think my question to him is very simple. As somebody who has championed coffee reforms, what you are hearing from our colleagues, how does it sit with you?
Thank you, Your Excellency, Deputy President. First of all, let me